Hello, everybody. This is Geese. This is a quick update. I'm gonna give you all about a couple things. Just let you know how things are, going on right now. First thing I want to talk about is Raging Storm, Ohio, which is on the 28th through the 30th of May, and it will be at Power Up. If you check the SRK thread, there's one being made on the LDA forums. There are a bunch of SNK, Smash, and variety games that are going to be at this tournament at the end of the month, and Webster's going to be handling that. And I encourage a lot of you to go show up to that tournament and have fun. So that's on the 28th to the 30th, Raging Storm, Ohio. And, I encourage y'all to go out and play and have fun, and check the thread on SRK for more information. And like I said, I encourage y'all to go have fun. And I'm not going to be there because of the next event, which is Kula versus Juarez, which has been moved to next weekend, which is May 15th through the 16th, because Kula couldn't get off his job. So we're going to have that tournament on the May 15th through the 16th, and let me show you. Here are, let me zoom in. This is the right here. Here's some of the premier matches that we have. We have Alexis from Mars, Mexico versus Kula for 4,000 pesos. We have me versus him. I want to play him in 98 UM, 2002 UM, 11 and 12. We have Kula versus Fori, Roto, Shami, Setsuna, Kira, and K9999 and Kill 11. We have Kula versus Esteban, Severo, Jaime, Hugo, Ismael in 2002. And then I want to make the running back, Alexis versus Esteban, and 2002, a rematch. So I also want to have a 2002 tournament, but Kula versus Juarez is going to be next week. I guess we might as well, let me zoom out because it's... Okay, all right. I also, hold on, stupid shit, get my cheat sheet. All right. Also, let's wish Mighty Mark good luck. He's going to go to Midwest Championship this weekend, and I hope he does well. But as y'all can see, he's improving. He's making a lot of improvements. So, wish him the best of luck. And a lot of you people, if there's going to be an SNK tournament at Midwest Championships, if you're going to hold like 2002 UM, my money's on Mighty Mar. My money is on Mighty Mar. He'll beat all you, I think, in 2002 UM of a Midwest Championship. So if you're going to have any time, 2002 UM, or if y'all bring it or whatever, tell Mighty Mar to play. And if y'all have a little tournament or whatever, my money's on Mar. My money's on Mar to beat y'all up in Midwest. So that's just what I think, because as you see, he's making improvements, and I think Mar will beat you all. Now, with that spoken, let's go to. I remember I talked about the Atlanta situation, and trying to see if people were going to be man enough to do stuff. As Desmond, you're right. It's just a bunch of talk. A lot of people still talk, but they're not doing anything. It's kind of like, it goes back to the whole Warzone situation, which is kind of dead now, but it's the same type of thing. It's people that do all this talk, but when you bring it to attention or you call them out on something, they're not going to do anything. So they're Raging Storm Atlanta. I don't know what's going to become of that, because as figured, these people that are doing all this talking haven't said anything, so they haven't showed up, which I figured. So it's whatever. So let's see what else. The tournament on the 24th through the 25th of July. We want that to be the follow-up to Juarez Warzone. And basically what Juarez Warzone was, guys, was basically the reason I held that tournament was really to open people's eyes. I mean, I had gotten so sick and tired of people, as I told you before, handing these Asian players these trophies for free, when there's a lot of people around the world that can play these guys. And, to a degree, from the American standpoint, I could see why y'all worship these Asian players, because many of them in games such as Street Fighter, I'm just going to be blunt, Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, and all these other games, they've been losing to these Japanese players at EVO for a decade plus. So when you've got people that have been losing to Japanese players for a decade plus at EVO, pretty much, then of course they're going to hold them on a pedestal and think they're unbeatable and everything else. But people have to realize King of Fighters and Tekken are the most played fighting games in the world. No, not Street Fighter, not Blaz Blue, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. None of those EVO games are the most played fighting games in the world. King of Fighters and Tekken. You've got all Latin America, plus you have Asia, plus you have other areas that play King of Fighters. And then, Latin America doesn't really play Tekken. So I would put King of Fighters over Tekken as far as who the most played fighting game in the world. And, people just need to really get out of that, mindset that, this is not Street Fighter. This isn't EVO. You've got people who are just as talented as these Asian players, if not better, around the world. And, you know, I just want to give these people the opportunity to prove themselves. And that's what Juarez Warzone was. It was an opportunity for these players to prove themselves and an opportunity to wake up the world. Because, you know, the bottom line is the prettiest player isn't going to always win. The person that looks the best on YouTube videos, you know, wants to argue meta games and they look like they know more, that doesn't always mean that they're going to win in a match. It always boils down, I was telling one up online, it boils down to matchups. And I've told y'all this before, you know, the things that determine victory. Matchups, it's adaptation. That person can be pretty, flashy, whatever, but they might not win. They might not win. I mean, there's ample examples of that. They can, you know, be the flashiest, prettiest looking player. Like, you know, they said 777. But Bata even said himself, he's not that. Bata says 777 is not that strong in 98. His style is flashy. Like, he said it's pretty, but he's not that strong. And that's the point. Pretty doesn't mean you're gonna win all the time. It's about matchups. It's about how do you adjust against everybody else. How do you play against everybody else? That's what's gonna determine the victory. And so it has to happen in person. And all this other stuff, you know, basically it's just fanboyism. Y'all are just, you know, putting them on a pedestal because you've been losing to them. Well, America's been losing to them for years and years and years at EVO. And I mean, people even said that in the SRK thread. They're like, that's not what we're used to seeing from the Japanese. And exactly, that's not what you're not used to seeing the Japanese lose. But, you know, it happens. And, you know, there's in KOF, there's a lot of skill in the world. A lot of skill in the world. Because there are more people playing. So, I mean, there's just so much skill out there in the world that you can't just put SBO as the end-all be-all. I can't say it's a world championship because Juarez Warzone should have proven that. It can't be the world championship because there's a lot of players all around the world that would love to get that opportunity to show themselves. So, you know, doing the KOF with Mexico, and we're going to collaborate with Dune next year to probably send Abraham, you know, maybe some other players to Japan. We're doing the KOF next year, and, you know, just see where we can go from there. And hopefully we can, you know, incorporate Taiwan into the mix because Dune is telling me the Taiwan players are the same level as the Japanese players in 2002. So, you know, there's a lot still to unfold, and that's where we're going to go with that. But, oh, yeah, back to the final thing. The tournament for the 24th and the 25th of July. We have that plan. That date is in stone right now. Looks like it's possibly, the way it's shaping right now, it could be Mexico versus Panama and include Peru, or include either Javier, Joker, or possibly Salado from to come to Peru. And the guy that's Piloto, KOF, don't worry, I'm not giving up on Muchacha. I just want to let you know I'm not giving up on him. But I do have a deadline that I have to meet, guys. And, you know, what happened last time was originally for Juarez Warzone, I'm sure y'all recall, we wanted Hammer to show up, but we got notified very late that Hammer couldn't make it. So we had to scramble for someone else, and that's when we were able to get Bata. I don't want that to happen again, so I have a bunch of alternatives right now. A bunch of alternative players in case one falls through that I'm going to go with. And, I mean, people are just going to have to realize I'm on a schedule, I'm on a timetable, you know, it's about negotiation, but, you know, if you're going to give me the runaround, I'm going to go to somebody else. And that's basically it. You know, so I'm going to come back to Muchacha again. I know he has family issues, but, you know, he's not done. I'm going to try him the next time we have another tournament. But I'm focusing on whoever is going to come right now, and I have a lot of alternatives. So right now it looks like Javier, Joker, or Salado. And we're mainly Javier and Joker being the ones interested, so we're going to pick from them. And then we have some Panama players coming up. So we're looking at Mexico versus Panama plus Peru for that tournament. And that's basically it. So that's about it, guys. I hope y'all been enjoying the casuals. Next week I'll be in Mexico. And for Kula versus Juarez. And stupid phone. And like I say, you know, I guess, you know, wish everybody good luck. Let's see how that turns out. And I'll put the videos on YouTube, and I hope y'all can enjoy it. But all right, guys, that'll be it. That's it for now. Talk to you later. Bye.